Welcome to the fifth and final module of this Adobe Illustrator course. Um, in this part, we're just going to export our image to a PNG file. Now, I've gone ahead and I grouped everything together just by hitting Object and Group. You can see it's blanked out because I've already grouped it. I can ungroup it. But this way, if I grab the object, it grabs the roof, it grabs everything, and I don't leave anything behind. Now, all you do when you want to export this is hit File, Export, and I'm just going to put it on the desktop and name this Building Icon. And I always, for this type of thing, use a PNG file. You've got a few selections here, depending on what you're building. If you're building a website or certain other languages, you can choose what works for you, like an SVG. Now that's a vector graphic, meaning that you can zoom in pretty much forever and it won't lose any resolution because the data is there. But for now, we're just going to use a PNG file type, and I don't click Use the Artboard when I do a PNG file like this for an icon. If I click Use the Artboard, it will use the entire artboard space and export the whole page pretty much. So I'm just going to uncheck that when I just have one object, and you can see that there looks like there's a checkerboard. What that means is that those boxes are not colored. They're clear as glass, and they will take on the color of whatever is in the background. And that's what we want. And so I'm going to go ahead, and I like to keep it high resolution. You don't need to, especially if this is going to be a small icon. You only need something very small. So let's say 72 ppi, which stands for pixels per inch. And let's hit OK. All right, now what we need to do is check our desktop. So I'm going to minimize this and get out of that and check out my PNG. There it is. So there's my building icon, and this is something that I can now use whenever I'd like to represent a building. All right, and that is the end of the course. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. And be sure to contact me on Canvas for any questions. Thanks.